He has been into extreme dinosaurs for over 7 years. He is now working to create the world's largest dinosaur replica for the world's largest dinosaur park. He and his team are going to build a 17-meter tall animatronic replica within 10 days in a dinosaur park. One of the world's biggest dinosaur parks is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. All of these life-sized, carefully constructed models belong to Bao Daoping, leader of an extreme dinosaur team. Bao Daoping's dinosaurs are huge. Their size, movement, voices and appearance are based on the advice of dinosaur experts. Bao now has more than 600 lifelike dinosaur models. April 8, 2013, the team hopes to break a new world record. They want to assemble the biggest and most exact replica of a dinosaur in the world. A model of the Poseidon dinosaur. A fossil of the dinosaur was discovered in 2011 and is believed to have been a herbivore that stood 17 meters tall with a length of 35 meters, making it the tallest dinosaur discovered so far. It lived during the Cretaceous period. The project presents an unprecedented set of challenges. The first issue is where to find people who could build such a huge dinosaur.
So what that does...
4 months ago, Bao Daoping decided to take his project to make a replica of the Poseidon dinosaur to Zhegang in China. Zhegang, Sichuan, is well known for dinosaur design and construction. Every year, a dinosaur-themed lantern event is one of the major highlights of the Chinese New Year. Local technicians are very skilled at making dinosaur replicas. Zhegang has gradually become the world's biggest center for building exact dinosaur replicas, attracting interest from places such as Japan and Taiwan. It is no surprise that Zhegang technicians would undertake construction of the biggest animatronic dinosaur model in the world.
首先你们要考虑到它这个比例，风向，风如果刮得太大了以后呢，它可能会倒，对吧？一定要兼顾，不然的话它将来会出事啊。有什么问题大家就看看，再探讨一下。
就是你那个动作嘛，应该尽量往上面挪一下。你之前说的是在根部的时候做上下，那前面的重量太大了，没法完成。你看你前面7、8米长的，它那重量全都在那个关节上面。 如果我们把它往上移的话，那相对重量比轻得多，是风阻力也小得多，是吧？OK， 好。
After resolving the movement issue, another problem immediately arises. The finished model will be 17 meters tall, but the workshop is only 11 meters high, so work must go outside. The technicians have meticulously created the lines of the dinosaur's skin using soldering irons. The work is not hard, but a Poseidon dinosaur has a large skin area, requiring considerable time and effort. Zhegang technicians are used to creating around 50 square meters of skin, but the Poseidon dinosaur requires nearly 200. It has taken 4 technicians 10 days to finish the dinosaur's skin, adding an extra 12 days to the normal production time. April 2nd, the body is finally delivered to Cincinnati, accompanied by 6 Zhegang technicians. After a week's journey, all the parts of the Poseidon dinosaur arrive in Cincinnati. A reinforced concrete base has already been prepared in a forested construction area of the park, where the dinosaur replica will be installed. But new problems emerge. A Kings Island official in charge of construction brings bad news. Although the space around the construction site meets legal requirements, the official is concerned about environmental damage to the surrounding trees and other unforeseen safety issues.
在美国干活呢，安全是第一，对，所有的事情都放到后面去。为了安全，我们到外面去安装，安装完再搬进来，这样决定了，就这样办。
The intended construction site is now out, so Bao needs to find another site. In the end, he finds a spot in front of a warehouse, but it's only available for 9 days. 9 days to build the world's largest animatronic dinosaur. They start work immediately. The large replica must be installed on a very solid surface. Ideally, the team would secure the legs directly to the floor, but that is not allowed.
Look at the picture, look at the cantilever here.
如果要把这个打下去，那个这个低气流啊哈，那个还有很多标准的东西，还需要依照美国这边的标准来做。
One regulation requires special authorization to dig more than 15 centimeters deep in a public park. Bao and his team eventually come up with a solution.
Like this one, we put this temporary floor first, mount the ground, okay?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then anchor down with a chemical anchor.
Body this one is
That-
4 is strong.
They have decided to make the temporary legs 50 centimeters high instead of the final 5 meters to lower the center of gravity and make the structure more stable. In addition, concrete weights will be used on the steel frame as counterbalance to make it even more stable. Construction workers from China and Canada work together to build the replica on the temporary site.
Adam, we've got a whole line up here.
It takes 2 days to assemble all the parts to form the dinosaur's huge body. As assembly of the extreme dinosaur enters a crucial stage, a new issue arises.
John, get out! What are you doing? Get out from there!
John, the general director of the construction site, orders all the Chinese workers to come down from their high work sites. Team leader Zhang Yi, a native of Sichuan, has been working up high on the replica with his team. Although efficient and highly skilled in their work, they are not always as concerned with safety as they should be.
安全问题不是开玩笑的。就前2天，北美的这个高空作业协会，一个人工作时候挂钩没挂好，就因为这个挂钩没挂好摔死了。所以呢，当时呢我就用这个水桶给他们做一个现场的安全教育。
Bao Daoping ties a safety harness to the barrel and hangs it from a beam. When it falls, it violently crashes to the ground.
My brains.
若是人，这就血。
You must hang the hook of the safety belt on a beam above your head.
假设一个人在上面，这样掉下来以后，对不对？它下面有空间，它就不会出问题。
Zhang Yi and the others are convinced. Now, all working safely, the team soon completes the skeleton of the dinosaur. The next step is to attach the skin of the dinosaur. The skin is a thick sponge layer that has been painted and covered with a clear, fireproof and waterproof coating. Piece by piece, the skin comes together in an orderly manner. Park officials bring more bad news in the morning. He tells the team that a storm alert means all work must stop. If they don't get the dinosaur totally waterproof before the storm hits, the skin layer will get wet. The thick sponge layer could absorb enough water to increase the dinosaur's weight by 5 or 6 tons. The 4 short temporary legs and concrete counterweights are not designed to handle the additional weight. The unfinished replica could collapse. They must quickly complete waterproofing the skin before the storm to avoid such a catastrophe. The storm is coming. There isn't much time. To save time, the Canadian workers only take 15 or 20 minutes for lunch. But the Chinese workers like to drive into the city to have a leisurely meal at a Chinese restaurant. The Canadians consider this an extravagance and waste of time, resulting in friction between the Canadian and Chinese crews and slowing the pace of work. Bao Daoping sends an invitation to John in the afternoon.
我来邀请江呢，下班以后去用餐。这顿餐呢，专门安排在我们中国安装组的住处。
Bao Daoping invites all the workers to eat together at a Sichuan restaurant in the hope that the Canadians will better understand why Chinese workers want to eat only Chinese food.
我们为什么始终喜欢吃这个川菜呢？因为吃着它，因为麻辣就是思念家乡的味道，有亲人的温暖， 所以说我们喜欢吃川菜。今天也请你品尝一下。
Yeah.
别这样多盛一点。看到尝一下咱们私人的川菜。对呀。
This is the beef. The red one?
你看他们使筷子也很会使的。
Yeah, very good using chopsticks.
他们很会，就是教呗。
Is that okay? Why?
可以吗？
Show us. Don't cry.
在这儿吃饭，我就想起了我家里边一个很出名的一个节目《舌尖上的中国》。我们今天在这儿吃，就是在美国体会舌尖上的中国，舌尖上的四川，舌尖上的家。
John, fantastic job today. Your crew worked really, really hard, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the meal and the spread, brilliant. Absolutely beautiful. Really nice and tasty. Very tasty. The energy, I can understand why you take so long now for lunch, because you have to have Chinese food for the energy that you need to last the day. I understand that. Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you.
But only 1 hour.
Only one.
1 hour. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Well done.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
After everyone has eaten the Sichuan meal together, harmony seems to be returning.
Cheers.
According to the weather report, the storm is imminent. The dinosaur is now covered with large portions of the skin and then sewn together, a massive job in itself. The storm hits soon after, raining down hail the size of golf balls. For a few nervous moments, Bao and the team are afraid the replica will not withstand the onslaught. But the world's largest animatronic dinosaur survives the test of severe weather. The morning after the storm, Bao takes pictures as he inspects the site. He majored in film and TV at Emily Carr University of Art and Design in Canada, which has greatly helped him in staging dinosaur exhibitions.
那是2005年的时候，我就帮一个朋友，就把中国的这个传统的这个骨架、恐龙骨架和恐龙化石到北美展出，当时在温哥华。
Bao Daoping believed that adding dinosaur replicas would attract more people. He formed a team of experts to create 2 accurate replicas, and his moving dinosaurs among the skeletons and fossils helped make the exhibition a success.
当结束的时候，6月以后，那他要撤展了。那撤展的时候呢，有一个小孩对着我们就说：“他说叔叔啊，他说什么时候我可以再看到电动这个霸王龙再回来？”当时我就说了，他会回来的啊，一定会回来的。
Bao has been designing and building custom-made animatronic dinosaurs ever since then. He carefully records each completed replica with his camera. 2 days before the deadline, April 16, Bao needs to move the assembled dinosaur to its display site in the park. He hires a crane operator and rents special equipment to help him move the dinosaur. Since the replica is so big, the Canadian crane operator recommends moving it in pieces.
But why now you come in 70 tons? I have to take the whole thing off. Why are you doing that?
Yes, due to the structural integrity of the dinosaur, we would be afraid to pick it in one piece due to the welds and the bolts breaking.
Okay, you think the structure itself cannot support?
Yes.
吊装师傅说了，说一定要切掉以后，这个一块块弄进去，你认为怎么样？
我认为这个不用拆，我可以保证100%掉进去没有问题。
你可以保证吗？
对啊
100%。OK， 这样，What do you think? He says 100%.
I wouldn't say 100%. I would say 99%.
99%? No, it's not good enough. Okay, 1% is not good enough. So let's cut. Okay, hi guys.
The Canadian engineer believes there is only a 90% chance of successfully hoisting the dinosaur in one piece.
Okay, taking it as one piece?
Yes.
Okay, well, if we have to do that, we've got to take the next
one.
Bao is not happy with those odds, so the team must take it apart. It will take 2 whole days to break it down into 3 pieces to take it just 100 meters to its final destination. The team manages to move the Poseidon dinosaur replica just before the deadline. All that remains is to reassemble the 3 parts. The world's largest animatronic model, the Poseidon dinosaur, is soon standing tall in the world's largest dinosaur replica park. The Extreme Dinosaur team has set a new world record. The Extreme Dinosaur team has set a new world record for the largest animatronic dinosaur model, but are not resting on their laurels. Bao Daoping plans to create a replica of the smallest oviraptor ever discovered. But it turns out that it is actually much more difficult to create a small dinosaur than a large one.